Hey beauties, welcome back to another Boho Braids video using human hair. The human hair that I use today is from YGWIGS and it is pre-divided water wave texture in an 18-inch. I used 1.5 bundles to achieve this style, and I think that's really good because the bundles come so full of curls that you really don't need over 2 bundles of hair. This is how 1 bundle of human hair looks. Look how much hair this is. And what does it mean by pre-divided out is this is how the hair looks in the bundle. So each hair is already secured with product, and all you have to do is lay it out and pull from the strands. The pre-divided out hair is such a good size. You can either pull 1 strand or 2 as you're putting it into your braid. For me, I just did 1 strand as I was going and doing this set, but this is such a good size. It's not too thick to where you can't put it in without bulking your braid. And the most important thing is this is a huge time saver. Like, I did not have to prep this hair before my client came in. I literally just put it on my braiding rack and put a book over it, which is completely optional. I just did that just so if I'm pulling 1 strand, another strand wouldn't come with that strand. But as I was testing out the hair later on, I realized that you can pull without putting the book there and everything will be good still. The product that I'm using today for my braids are Shine and Jam, the orange kind, and Neat Braid. Those are the 2 products that I always use for my braid. I use the comb part of the edge brush just to comb my product in at the root. That really helps get the product where it needs to be, and I start on my knotless braid. I am using braiding hair for this set, and so I put in about 3 strands of braiding hair just to build up my braid, and I braid down. As I'm braiding down, I make sure that I use a little bit of the Neat Braid product to slick my client's natural hair into the braid as I am braiding past her natural hair. Now you guys are going to see me grab 1 strand of human hair, and do you guys see how easy that was just to grab? If I did not prep this hair and if it was not pre-divided out, it would be so hard for me to just grab hair from a bundle without hair trying to shed and go with me. And so I really enjoyed using this human hair. It really cut and saved time about an hour because it takes me about an hour to prep out the hair. And so it saved me an hour because I literally just laid it on my braiding rack. Also, you don't have to worry about too much shedding with this hair at all. Like, I had no human hair on my floor when I was done with this because everything is together. I would say if you're a beginner doing braids, this hair will be perfect for you, or even if you're an expert, because I love this hair. But you don't have to worry about how much hair you're dividing out for each braid that you're doing, or even have to worry about the strands being too thick for you to feed into the braid, because these strands are the perfect thickness to put into your braid without bulking up your braid. For me, when I got to the end of my braid, I put 2 strands of human hair at the bottom, which I always do even if I prep out my hair. This just weighs down the braid, and so your braid's not sticking out or sticking up. It just weighs it down. It makes a nice weight at the bottom. To finish and secure the braid, I take a little piece from my human hair curl at the bottom and I wrap it around the braid. I tie the braid 2 to 3 times at the bottom, and then I grab my crochet hook. It's a very tiny crochet hook. I stick it through the knot that I created, and I pull that small piece through that knot. I'm going to show you guys one more clip of me putting in 1 full braid, but before I do that, I'm going to show you my rows in the front that I did for my client. I did 6 rows total, so this is the first row. I did 2 braids and 3 curls. For my second row, I did 3 braids and 3 curls. For my third row, I did 3 braids and 4 curls. For my fourth row, I did 3 braids and I did 6 curls. For my fifth row, I did 3 braids and I did 7 curls. For my sixth row and my last row, I did 4 braids and I believe I did 10 curls. If you want your boho set to be more fuller, you can always add more curls than what I did. I still had a half bundle left, so you can use that and just fill it up a little bit more. So let's get into the details of me doing this braid. I always start my boho sets off with knotless unless my client requests it to be box braids. I braid once and then I add in the braiding hair, and then I braid again and add in the braiding hair right away. I do that just so it's easier for my client to take down, and it lasts a little bit longer just to add in that braiding hair right away. And so I braid down a little bit more and I add in my first human hair strand. For my first row in the back, I'm doing 3 curls. So I'm just spreading that out, 1 at the top and 2 human hair curls at the bottom, and then 2 more at the bottom to seal it. Just to weigh down the braid more, and it looks really good when you start off in the back by adding the curls lower, just so when you get up high, you can start adding it throughout the braid and it fills in really good. I just added my 3rd strand of braiding hair, my 3rd and last strand. And this 3rd strand I added in right after I passed my client's natural hair, just to keep the same thickness as I braid down. Therefore, it doesn't go really skinny. Now I'm adding in my 2nd strand of human hair. And when you add in your human hair, you want to give yourself room to actually braid in the end of the human hair, so it's not easy for it to come out when you're brushing your hair or when you're styling your hair. You want to secure the curl. Then I'm going to add in my 3rd curl for this braid and pull it up. I use the bun or whatever is on top of the head to help place the curl so it's not in my way as I'm adding and braiding down. This is my bottom curl that I'm not going to pull up. I'm just going to braid it for my end. I do 1, and then I add in my 2nd curl. As I say, it weighs down the braid. After you add in your 2 strands, you're going to make sure that you braid down into the end of those human hair is braided into the braid. Take a little strand of the human hair, twirl it in the circle, tie it in about 3 knots, and use your small crochet hook to pull that little piece of human hair through the braid, and that is going to secure your braid. You're not going to need glue. You're not going to need anything else but the crochet hook, which is really good because you don't have to worry about white residue from glue. It's honestly my favorite method to use. So you're just going to continue the back part of the head by bricking your rolls and adding in as much curls as you want. I did 3 to 4 to 5 at the top. And when you're finished with your set and you're all done, what I really liked about this is normally I have human hair all over the place and I have to pick it up individually. But this, I was just able to scoop it up and put a clip on it, and that was it. This is the finished look, and I really enjoyed working with this hair. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.